Hey guys! Today I'm going to continue working on my CRX project. As you can see, the car is really starting to come together and we're going to install some more parts today. I wanted to install my wipers, but then I found out I still had to paint them, so that's what I did last night. I already painted one of the wipers, but I kinda forgot to paint the other one, and the one I painted had some spots on it still, so I decided to redo that one. And I also painted some other parts because I thought I might as well just continue. Oh, and I also put on my front bumper just to try it on. I will still have to take it off because it will be a lot easier to work on my car without the front bumper on, but I think it looks super good. This car is gonna look amazing when it's done. Anyways, now onto the wipers that I've been wanting to install. The only thing I wasn't really sure about was the position of the wipers. I tried to install them in the lowest position possible to make sure they won't wipe too far and touch my new paint. Once I have the car running, I'll test them and adjust them a little if needed. By the way, on my way here, I also picked up some parts, one of it being this little filter. I had the same one in red, but I don't like the look of the red in my engine bay, so I'm going to switch it for this black one. By the way, I know I said I didn't like red and I still have red ignition wires, but I'm going to replace those with black ones as well. Now I'm going to install my clutch cable. I repainted these black parts because they were kind of rusty and stuff. I'm going to start by installing the part under the dash because that's the part I don't look forward to, so let's get it over with. Here I'm just putting the clutch cable into place in my engine bay before I can climb in my car and connect it to the pedal. Besides me being in a super uncomfortable position, it was an easy task, as you can just put the end of the clutch cable around the little hook that's on your pedal. I wish I could show you guys, but it's kind of hard to film under the dash. Now I only have to connect the clutch cable to my gearbox. I'm using a hydro converter for this, as this gearbox normally doesn't work with the clutch cable. I still want to get a different converter to actually convert to a hydraulic system, but for now I'm reusing my old one. I am still missing the bracket from my clutch cable, but I repainted it. Like all the other parts, it's right there. I'll install it tomorrow probably. Now that I have a functioning clutch pedal, I decided I might as well install my throttle cable right away. I started by putting it through my firewall and then I climbed back under the dash to connect it to my gas pedal. Back to my engine bay. I don't know why, but I'm always struggling to put these cables in place. I do know how it's supposed to be done, but I always seem to have a hard time actually installing them. Well, anyways, I got it in place and adjusted the throttle cable right away. Now I'm going to install these nozzles. I'm going to reuse the original ones from my CRX and I'll replace them later with the nozzles from Honda Jazz because someone told me that they spray better. But I still got to order them from Japan and I don't have them right now and I want to drive my car, so I'm going to install these for now. I found pressing these washer nozzles in place a bit scary to do, as I had to press them quite hard to get them into place. I was super scared to dent my hood, but that didn't happen. Now I do kinda regret not getting the Jazz nozzles earlier, so I wouldn't have to replace them again later. I wanted to attach the hoses for my washer fluid to my hood right away as well, but I cannot find the clips anywhere. I know that I do have them, but as always I lost them. At least for now, because I will go look for them of course. Some of you may remember this little bracket that I painted a month ago. It keeps the filter in place, but I never got to install it because I kind of forgot about it and now it's time. Even though I kind of forgot about it at first, I must say the repainted bracket looks super nice in my engine bay. Am I right? Before I install my actual fuel filter, I'm going to install this little part. I have no idea what you call it in English, but it's for your heater. It will be a lot easier to reach it right now, so let's do it first. By the way, I repainted this little bracket as well, as it was getting a bit rusty. You probably won't even see it when the car's done because it hangs so low in my engine bay, but it does look like new now. Okay, now onto the fuel filter. Of course I got a new one. It's from Bosch, I believe. I can't really remember because I had it stored in a Volvo box for months. And after installing the filter, I started putting the fuel lines in place. But then I ran into a little problem. Unfortunately, I cannot connect these two fuel lines because I'm missing the bolts that go into the filter. But my friend sent me some, so I'll be able to connect them in a few days. Since I couldn't complete my fuel system today, I decided to start with my cooling system. Starting off with my radiator. I painted the brackets that go on top to keep the radiator in place the day before filming this. I have painted them black once before, but they still didn't look as smooth as I wanted them to. So now that I have a sandblasting cabinet, I decided to just redo them one more time. So now that my radiator's in, I'm going to install these hoses. I did clean them, but they still look ugly. I don't know, maybe I'll need to replace them with new ones later, but for now these will do. Even though I swapped the B series into my CRX, I still have a D series radiator. And I'm still using the radiator hoses from my old D series as well. They do fit, but it can be a bit of a struggle to get them in place. I am planning on upgrading to a B series radiator soon though. So it happened again. I totally forgot to film an outro for this video. But I do really want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!